Hi everyone, I'm Hana. I'm from Malaysia. So, I have a son. In December 2022, he started coughing for 1 month. It was persistent, started losing weight, and then January, we did a biopsy and CT scan. And we found out his diagnosis was stage 4B Hodgkin's lymphoma. That means blood cancer. He was only 15. So, obviously, the hematologist recommended chemo and radiation. Even at that stage, I was thinking, there must be another way. But because of the fear and the stage, stage 4B, so he started doing 8 rounds of chemo, 21 sessions of radiotherapy, and surgery on his chest. He was in full remission by May 2023. So everything was going okay. He went back to school. And then January last year, 2024, he said, "Mom, I found a lump under my chin." Under his chin. My heart sank. So we did another CT scan, another PET scan. It went now to his spine. Before it was in his lungs and his neck. Now on his spine. So I went for second opinion, obviously, as a mom. The hematologist said, this time, a chemo, radiation, and bone marrow transplant, and pills for the rest of his life. I said no. So we went to Duke University, the oncologist, sent everything, all the test scans and everything, and he said the same thing. And you know what? I said, no. I refuse to accept this. No. Because you know why? We followed the exact protocol during the first diagnosis. And what happened? It came back. And it was no fun. It was not fun for everyone. So anyway, long story short, my friend showed me Dr. Joe's YouTube channel. So I saw this testimonial by this mom about his son. And she was doing the meditation for his son. And so I said, if the mom could do it, but my son, and my son is 16, obviously he could do it, right? So I said, let's do this together. So we sat down, me and Mika. Mika is my son's name. What do you want to do? I asked him. Do you want to go back, do the conventional medicine? Or a leap of faith, do this work. I said, okay, Mom, let's do this. So he started doing Blessings of the Energy Centers one together, me and him. And then I researched more on Dr. Joe's website, and I realized that there is the remote healing done by the Australian team, because that's nearest to our time zone. So in March, basically Mika started doing the Blessings of Energy Centers in February 2024. And in March, he started doing the remote healing, coherent heart healing, to coherent healing. So he did it every 2 months. And from February until the next PET scan in November 2024, 9 full months of meditation every day. I swear to God, no skips. For him and me, I do 2-3 times a day. So in November, I remember the date clearly, 21st November 24, he had his PET scan, and then it came back. There was nothing. There was nothing.
Now, tell them what your son told you when he was getting those remote coherence healings. What did he feel? Listen to this. This is a 16-year-old kid.
So when he started doing it, the first session he said, "Mom, I felt so much calmer. The fear is still there. The doubt is still there. Don't get be wrong, but it lessened. And then the second, the third, and the fourth became lesser, and we could see it physically. He started gaining weight, the hair grew back, the eczema was gone, he slept better. And I knew it worked entirely because on the fifth session, he told me, after he finished the coherence healing, he said, "Mom, I can feel," this is what we call the cancer cells, the bad guys. The bad guys left my body. It was like a vacuum sucked out every single bad guy from my body.
Now, think about this. Imagine the healers from Australia, what's their group? Loving?
Coherent heart.
Coherent love?
Coherent heart.
Coherent heart.
Yeah.
Imagine that authorized group, all those people showing up. They heal every day. They or at least 3 or 4 times a week. They heal people. They have a waiting list. And they want to get really good at it. And they have seen people heal remotely, like in Malaysia. Non-local changes. Those people, they should hear this story, wouldn't you agree? Because you know what? They changed one boy's life and it changed many lives. Yes or no? And they're not doing it to say, "Oh, look, I'm a healer. Oh, you want to get coached and healed." But they're not doing that. They're not doing it for the money. They're not doing it for the recognition. They're not doing it for the importance. They're doing it for that. Because that is a new experience. They are part of change. And when that occurs, we feel the gratitude that she feels. And the greatest form of gratitude is when you receive it. That is the greatest form. And when that occurs, we have this empathy as human beings, as a species of humans, where we feel like we contributed to the tribe, we contributed to the whole, we gave of ourselves to change another's life. And pro-social networks in the brain switch on, and we commune, we connect, we move closer together, we bond, and we appreciate the moment that we're appreciating that we have done something really important that was selfless. That new experience that person had to heal remotely produces that emotion. And they do it for that. I've sat with them at breakfast numerous times, and I ask them all the time, "Why do you keep doing the healings?" They're like, "Well, no, we would never miss." Are you kidding me? I could have had the worst day of my life. And I got somebody to heal. Somehow, all of a sudden, I get beyond myself. It's always worth it. I feel like a different person. I do it for that. They're just moving closer to wholeness. And their belief in themselves and their belief in their abilities goes up every time they see the effects of their efforts. The change her son's life. You change her life. Yes or no? How many people learned from that story? Turn to the person next to you and explain what you learned. A mother's love goes a long way. Thank you, Hannah.
Hello everyone, my name is Mika. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Malaysia. I'm making this video for you because I want to share my healing journey with all of you. I'll be sharing images of myself and medical reports before, during and after meditations and treatments at the hospital. On January 18th, 2023, my life changed forever when I was diagnosed with stage 4B classical Hodgkin's lymphoma. At that moment, everything felt overwhelming. I had been experiencing a persistent cough, some swelling in my neck, and there was a noticeable weight loss. At my worst, I was coughing non-stop and felt incredibly weak. Simple tasks became exhausting, I couldn't enjoy my favorite foods, and I struggled with chest pains and shortness of breath. My hair was thinning and falling out, and my skin reflected how my health was deteriorating. It was a tough time for me and my family. Things were looking and feeling very scary, but I never lost hope, nor did my family. I underwent several treatments, chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery. Each of these took a toll on my body, but I also explored additional avenues for healing, some of them being the meditations and teachings from Dr. Joe Dispenza. The real turning point for me came after my treatments. I began practicing Dr. Joe's meditations at home, focusing on the blessings of the energy centers and the evening and restorative sleep sessions. I could see the results manifest in the medical reports from the hospitals and the way my body recuperated. The healing took time, but ultimately it helped me find the strength and determination to keep fighting. Not only that, but the support from my family and friends helped. I also participated in remote healing sessions with the Coherent Heart Group. It was during one of these sessions that I felt a profound shift. I felt the cancer cells leaving my body. I felt lighter and at peace. The change was noticeable after I started practicing Dr. Joe's meditations. My body felt healthier, my hair started to grow again, my skin cleared, and my appetite returned. The medical reports came back with good news. Each comparison made by the doctors, my T-cell count started to climb and the size of the infection reduced. My last medical report showed the absence of the cancer infection completely in places where it was most prominent before. Miraculously, I can now say I'm 100% healed. It's incredible to think how far I've come. I have my health back and I'm excited about starting university soon. Oh, and I love rescuing and helping animals. This journey has taught me so much about life, resilience, and the power of healing. If you're going through something similar, know that healing is possible. Believe in yourself and explore different pathways. I'm here to tell you your story can change too. Thank you for listening to my journey.